Good afternoon, everyone. 9 minutes past 12. I've got babies here. I've got one baby there and I've got one baby over there. Let me see if I can get these here. Oh, oh, oh. There, that's okay. There we are. I hope you are doing well today, Monday morning. A brand new week. Let's make this week a good week. Wait to get the chat up here. I've been watching Joey. Joey's getting a big boy, so he has a big boy otter. There we are. I hope you are good this Monday afternoon. I never know if it's afternoon or what day of the week it is. I don't even know my age half the time. I don't even know my age. I've got to count for the year I was born on my fingers like that. Sometimes. Good afternoon, lovely Gemma. There's lovely Virus. Hello, sweet Virus. I hope you're good as well. So, do you know what I want to talk about today now? You might laugh at me. You might laugh. But I don't mind that. I don't mind people laughing at me. I've been watching a lot of things about the Bigfoot. Right, I know what you're thinking. I think there actually is something out there. I do. And I'll show you what I'm watching just now on Amazon Prime. It's terrifying. It's these guys, look. These guys, look. In Iowa. Oh, wait a minute. Wait till I fix this. See what am I like? There we go. Oh, Virus. I'm glad you're here. Oh, I had a look into someone asked me about the chat not being available after, if you watch this live stream later on. Sometimes it takes a while for the chat to come up, but I have enabled the chat. Sky, what happened? Oh no. What happened to you this morning, sweet Sky? Oh no, I'm worried now. Tapping my phone cover. Well, I've been away my swimming, done my 60 lengths, so that I feel refreshed. Do you know something? I got some face wash from Avon, and it's absolutely fantastic. Oh no, Sky. Oh no. Oh, hope you're okay now. I hope you're okay now, sweet Sky. That's a wonderful thing that you're doing, donating blood. Let me tell you, I'll talk about that in a second. And maybe it's just the whole because it's your first time and you've got yourself worked up and everything like that. But today I want you to eat some sugar. Have some sugary things today, please. Try to do that. But I'll tell you, see if it wasn't for blood donors, my Sophie would have probably died a couple of years ago. Oh no, Virus. I hope I'm going to cheer you up then. You stay in your bed all day. Don't get up. Try and have like sugary things. I know that, like, see, for if you go for a tattoo or anything like that, they tell you to have something sugary. It stops you from fainting and it boosts your pain threshold. It could have just been the whole because you've been worried about it, Sky, and then as soon as they've put the needle in, that's probably what's happened. Hi, sweet Andrea. Gravity pool, beautiful Canada. Well, I've got the Canadian flag proudly in my bedroom now. Good afternoon, sweet Pip. But Sky, if it wasn't for blood donors, my daughter probably would be here, Sophie. She's very anemic, Sophie, right? So she's got to take iron and stuff like this. But there was this one time a few years ago, and she couldn't even like walk a couple of steps before feeling breathless and stuff. And she would be sitting and she'd be falling asleep all the time. And we took her into the hospital, and she needed pints of blood, and she needed plasma, whatever the hell that is, I don't know. She needed that as well, and she needed a bag with vitamins and all this in it. So if it wasn't for the bags of blood, then oh Sky, oh I feel for you. Do you know what they do? This is probably going to be graphic for everybody, right? But this is what they do. See when you're getting like chemo, and the first dose of chemo I got was through this vein in my hand, right? And a nurse sits in front of you. She puts a heat pack on your hand, and you've got to hold it there for 5-10 minutes, and that makes your veins dilate so they can get the needle in. Oh, oh. Good afternoon, beautiful flower. And Dreer, I don't think they would take my blood either, having the cancer and all that. I don't think. You know, I'm on the organ donor. See when I'm gone, see if they can use anything, then they can take it. But I've got a feeling they'll be like, that's put her in the trash. Put her in the trash. He's no good to us. Have you put, my goodness. Yes, blood donors, I mean, my goodness. Oh, Sky, Sky, I kind of understand. I never actually passed out, but see the very first tattoo I got on my bum, right? I had been waiting all day to get this tattoo. I had nothing to eat at all, not a bite to eat, and I was only like 7 stone, 7.5 stone. I was a wee skinny girl. Changed days, but anyway, and I had went in. Eventually, it was my turn. About 5 o'clock at night, it was my turn to get the tattoo. He had just put the needle in, and I just felt the blood coming out my face, and started to see sparkles all over the room. And I was like, oh my god, I'm going to faint. I'm going to faint. He said, are you okay? I says, no. I says, I think I'm going to faint. So he made me sit around and he gave me a wee glass of water and all that. It was embarrassing. I was embarrassed. But there you are. That's it. So eat some nice sugary things. Don't just stay in your bed all day nice and cozy. Watch some ASMR. Well, see, I'm used to needles. They've practically put me. I'm telling you that right. This is the absolute truth. I've practically had a needle everywhere in my body. See, when I was like about 11 or 12-year old, something like that, right? It was very early on. And I was in the hospital. Back in the day, there was no real CT scans and all that kind of thing. You know, it was x-rays and stuff. And they wanted to see what parts of my body I could feel and what parts, hi sweet Haley, what parts of my body I couldn't feel. And I had to lie on a bed with a towel over my eyes, kind of blindfolded, with nothing on but my knickers, right? And I was so embarrassed because my mum and dad were there and I was embarrassed. And they went round my whole body with a needle and done that like a pin prick like that. Can you feel that? Can you feel that? Can you feel that? Right? And see afterwards, see it all down one side of my leg and my foot was just blood where they had been sticking this needle in and I had no idea that it was happening. They even, I swear on everybody's lives, all my family, they even opened my butt cheeks and put a needle, jagged it with a needle to see. I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed. So I've had needles everywhere. Not through choice though. See, my blood pressure's bad, virus. It's okay now that I've got two different blood pressure tablets. They tried me with one blood pressure tablet and it still was high. So then they've added another blood pressure. So I've got to take two blood pressure tablets. Sky, it's probably just see that your mind when you're thinking about something. It could have been that, could have been just thinking about it too much, getting into your own head about it too much, maybe because it's your first time, etc. But don't let it put you off. Next time, make sure you eat something nice and sugary, a donut, a nice sugary donut or something. Good afternoon, lovely Lucy. Yeah, I've had some, see when you think, I should glow at night. I've been getting x-rays all my life. You know, there's no wonder I had cancer. You know, there's no wonder. I've been getting x-rayed all my life. I glow in the dark. You put the lights out in the bedroom and I'm green. That's why the aliens like me. See, it's craziness. There's my lovely M. There's my beautiful M. M always makes me happy. Yes, there was one time that it wasn't a needle, it was a tube. Right, right. See, it was a tube, and well, I still had the boobies at the time, right? I still had the boobies, and they were wanting to insert a clip into the tumor that was in my breast, and this tumor was so deep inside my breast that the mammograms I had three didn't pick it up. That's how deep inside me, right? So there I am lying on the bed like this, and he's got this long thin tube like that with this clip thing on the end of it, and he's trying to push it through my boob while he's looking at this scanning machine like that, and he's going, oh, he says you've got really tough skin. He's going, like that. It's going, your skin's very, very tough, and all that, right? So I'm sitting like that, and I'm holding a nurse's hand. Good morning, Vera. Did I say good morning to V? Is it Vera Virus? Vera. There's beautiful Vera. Yes. So this tube thing, right? So he's struggling trying to get this into my boob, and all of a sudden it just goes in like that really quickly. And then I went, "Oh, Linda, all the blood's come out your face," and I was thinking that's because it's pissing out my boob. And I felt, oh God, I'm going to faint now. I'm just going to faint. Vera, well, that's where mine was, and it was the left breast that I had it in as well, and the mammograms never picked it up. Do you know? See, sometimes you think to yourself that there's a higher power and they're watching over you. Strange things happen to me, right? And the whole finding out about the cancer was strange, because I actually went in with my leg. Right after I got the metal rod up my leg, I'd come out of hospital, and I wasn't feeling well. I was feeling quite sick and everything. So they told me to come in because they thought I might have a blood clot, because that's the kind of thing that happens after operations. So I went in and they found I was in with the leg, and they're feeling about my armpit, and I'm thinking, why you feel my armpit? I'm in with the leg. It's the leg. I'm in with. They're feeling about the armpit and that. Couldn't feel any lump. It took me for the mammograms. Couldn't find anything. It was only like in a ultrasound that you could see. They said it was a funny shaped lymph node at first. They found, and then once they found that and everything, they knew for some reason, they'd done a biopsy and they knew that wasn't the primary tumour. I don't know how they can tell these things, but they knew it. So they had to find the primary. So I'm thinking it's in my brain. That's where it'll be. It's in my brain, this primary tumour. But it wasn't. It was in the breast. But it had spread to numerous lymph nodes, which isn't that great. Yeah, do you know, I quite like the feeling of getting a tattoo. There's something wrong with me. I find it relaxing. I'm like, oh, I could just sit here all day and let you do that. Yes, guys. See, just things like that. See, especially if maybe they've tried to get your what do you call it? Oh, I can't remember the name of it. The needle into your vein. I mean, a few times that they've missed that vein. There's completely dead, because that's the one that the chemo went in. That's done. That's dead. That vein. Cannula. That's what I was looking for. The cannula. In Glasgow, well, mine's was I've see when I was going through the cancer, I had three different hospitals. I had Monklands in North Lanarkshire. I had the Beatson in Glasgow. and I had Wishaw Hospital for my oncology. So I was like in three different places, but it was the Beatson for the radiotherapy. I'll tell you a story about that, right? Wait, I'll tell you a story. And it's my dad would get you into trouble, so he would, because he does things and he doesn't think, right? So when we arrived at the Beatson Hospital, now we're all cancer patients, right? We're all going in for a radiotherapy and stuff. And I've got my wee scarf on and stuff. And when we get to the hospital, it's like my dad always said it was like sharks. That's what people are in their cars, because they just go round this car park, round this car park, round this car park until someone comes out, and then we're all in trying to get a space, right? Because you can't get a space, so you're like sharks going round and round and round, and then you might see somebody over there. There's somebody over there, and you rush over, try to get a car parking space. So this day we're doing the same. We're sharking. We're going round the car park, round the car park, round the car park, like that. And I'm looking at him. My dad goes fast like that, and then he starts to reverse. And I looked over, and there's a lady shouting at my dad. Right? She was going and all that, and making gestures to my dad. And I was going, what's her problem? She got, take my seatbelt off. She's got a problem and all that. And I was like, don't you start and everything. Right? So I gets out. I gets out. And I was saying to my dad, did you see her? What was her problem? I says, but we'll do that. We've all got a shark round the car park. What's her problem? My dad says, she was looking at us funny and I gave her the finger. I was like, Dad, you're going to get us killed. I could have been out there battering some lady. I've got to see the radiotherapy done that to me. You know, that's radiotherapy. Yeah, so that's my dad done that to somebody. And I never seen him doing it. And I was going, would you make it hard? No, I was going, what's your problem? I was like that. What's you up to? Like this. I was saying it's a bloody disgrace. Cancer hospitals, and they've got people like that driving about. And it wasn't until later my dad went, I actually gave her the finger. I was like, Dad, don't be doing that. Yeah, Vera, I could have been out fighting with some lady and not knowing. Have you, you got the same one, yeah? Do you know, I was awful conscious about it before. I'd put makeup on it and stuff when I first was doing my videos. But it's not like the scar's worse, but you know, I've kind of, everybody's seen it now. What's the point in me putting makeup on it now? Southern General in Victoria. As I say, I was at Beatson and I was at Monklands and I was at Wishaw. I don't know why I had to go to 3 hospitals, but there you go, that I had to do that. I was doing a tour of the hospitals in Scotland, I think. Sky. You felt closer to God. I've been there. I felt that God was there. Oh my goodness, see, I'm not even ever going to show you my foot, but it's a disaster. If you see my foot, I've got the whole ankle and that has been cut wide open. I've got, I can't even tell you how big it is. It comes from the middle of my foot and goes all the way up like that, where they had it all. Honestly, see when they done a ligament transfer thing on this leg as well, and see when we took the cast off, I swear to God, it was like Frankenstein's. It didn't even look like a foot. It didn't even look like a foot anymore. It was like a bubble. That's what it was like. It was terrible. It's not like a bubble now. It's you know, it's all scary and stuff like that, but. Oh, Vera, I wish you all the luck in the world. Yeah, oh, that's good. I'm glad. Poppy, stop it. She's just wanting to do something. But Sky, you take it easy as well for the rest of the day, Sky. See, people keep saying, you know, embrace your scars, but mine's is so terrible. I mean, it comes from there all the way around like that. It's like they've had half my body open. Oh, ouch. Virus. Hi, Stormy. I hope you're good. Yes, that's great, Vera. See here, it's getting. I'm starting to worry that we're going to be going back to lockdown completely. In Scotland now, it's only 6 people allowed to meet up in a household or in a garden, for that matter. But you can still go to the gym and stuff. Um, but I'm hoping that we don't because I'm enjoying my swimming too much. But it's getting that the cases are rising every day again. It's not good. And you wonder if they're telling you the proper numbers. Birmingham isn't allowed to visit other households. Yes, Pip, see, it's the same up here in Scotland. This is just the weekend. This has started, but I can see it getting back to nobody from any household is allowed to visit. Sky. Yes, but I see. I was quite happy that I came on here and started talking to you every day. The reason was just for the lockdown, but it's come into just a normal thing now that I like to sit and talk to you during the day. Oh, you've got to wear your mask here, Vera. You've got to wear your mask. And I've got asthma, but I still wear my mask. I still have my mask on. I mean, seeing you think of the nurses and doctors in the hospital that have got to wear them on for hours and hours and hours, I'm not going to complain about doing a bit of shopping in Asda with a mask on. Thank you, sweet Em. Now, right, where's the squishy? Oh, where's the squishy? Squishy time. There, she stopped, but he's still at it. Right, enough. Poppy doesn't like it, but he doesn't bother. Poppy's away. Look what you see her. Oh, she doesn't like getting wet at all. Oh, there's another 2 dogs there. There's dogs everywhere right now. Oh, thank you so much, sweet Vera. Virus, I know it's shocking that is. And do you know something? See, in India and places like that as well, I think it's getting out of control. Yeah, you know, squishy, squishy. It's getting out of control again. But I'll tell you, the parties that people were having up here, there's no wonder, as I said, on a Friday and Saturday night, people were going crazy partying. I was invited to none of the parties I may add. I was having my own party in here and my flavourings with yous. Is that right, Pippa? Pip, I didn't know that. Someone said that Portugal as well, I think, we're going back into lockdown. I hope not, though. I hope everybody calms down. I just want to say to people of Scotland, calm. Be calm. There's going to be time for partying. Going crazy people were. Yes, fine. Oh, if I was sick at all, there's no way I'd be leaving the house. I would hate to think that I'd ever pass the corona on AMD. I would hate that. But see, see when all this all started way back in February, March or whatever, there was a girl up the swimming and all she done was cough the whole time. And now she could have just had a chest infection, but we were all looking at her. Oh, I've always got my mask on. I've got my mask. I've got masks in the car in case I forget. But you know, I don't know how many times I've went to Asda and you see somebody walking back to the car quickly because they forgot their mask. Now come on, guys. Come on. They're just going to go crazy now. They're just going to go crazy. Enough. Yeah, so here, that's what I was talking about when I first came on. I've been watching a lot of Bigfoot things. Now, people will think, you know, I'm crazy, but I do think that there's something there out in the wild. Not in Scotland, but, you know, Canada and North America and things like that. Because I was watching a thing this morning and it was a policeman. Guys, I'm going to put yous out for time out. It's going to be time out in a minute. I don't know, there's about 50 dogs just walking by the window. Just 50 dogs. Well, he doesn't even care. Virus. When I go out, when I come back in, I wash my hands and all that thoroughly. Mikey, come on. Mikey. Yeah, so this policeman, see I keep getting off track. This policeman was Brookie Brook. Listen, I seen this policeman this morning. Policemen aren't going to come out with stories, right? And there was 2 lots of police for different forces. And this one policeman said that it was early in the morning and he was going fishing and it was a beautiful summer morning and he went down to the pond or whatever it was to do some fishing at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So he was down there and he heard this noise. I've got goosebumps. He heard this noise behind him and when he turned round he seen this like figure. He could see it was hairy and it was something big and it just walked, he says, and you could hear that it was like on 2 legs. You could hear the feet steps like that. And when they went to this particular tree and they measured where the police had seen it, it was like 8 foot, 8.5 foot. And he says, I swear, he says, I seen it, he says, and he was a police officer. Another police firm, and in fact, you can find this on YouTube. These police are going along a road and it's dark. They're driving on the road and they've got a dash cam going, so you'll be able to find this. And all of a sudden, one walks right across the road and straight down like a ditch. And they said, did you see that? And he's going, I seen that. Did you see that? They stopped their police car and they turned about and they came back and they stopped where they saw it and they were shining a torch and everything to try and find it. I'm telling you, it's there. I've got loads of hand sanitizer now. I stocked up. Have you seen that one, Keely? There's my lovely Keely. Yes, see your doctor, Virus, if you're feeling bad or anything. And there's so much wilderness for this particular thing. I mean, you're getting like policemen and things like that don't want to go back to the depot and have the other policemen all laughing at them and stuff like that. And when they're adamant that they've seen this kind of thing, you know, and there's people and they're not there for the money, they're not doing it for money. They're embarrassed to even come out with it. So this is what I'm sitting here terrified. I'm sitting here terrified. Here, I'm thinking about doing that myself, actually. Either Bigfoot or the aliens. I'm getting desperate. They wouldn't even take me. They'd be like, no, you're not my type. Yeah, no, Kaylee, I'm watching them on Amazon just now. This is the one I'm watching just now. This is the one. What's it called? Sasquatch in Iowa. And it's these guys, and they're out in the woods, and they've got they're doing tree knocking and stuff like that. But see the things that they have found, right? They found branches that are up like maybe 7 foot, and now they're big, thick branches like this, right? And they've been snapped but twisted as well, snapped and twisted like that into a shape. Now some of the guys were like trying to their hardest to break this. I mean, it's too thick. It's like that thick, these trees, and they've actually been and twisted like this. It's weird. Oh, virus. Well, try and watch ASMR. That's good for you, and stay away from drama. I'll tell you, because that's toxic to you. So nice channels. Big ears. No, I've never heard of him, Sky. Yes, virus, but we're all here anyway. If you need to talk, we're all here. And a lot of us have been through similar things, or know people that have been through similar things, and it's good to talk to people about stuff. Don't bottle it up. That's the worst thing you can do. Vera, thank you so much for coming in, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and good luck. We'll all be thinking about you in your new job. Sky, I was going to Google it. I was thinking I'm going to be watching that next. Oh, see, I nearly said the F word. See. There, she's running away. She's running away. He's not bothered. I'm telling you, I think some people just like to bring their dogs to the bottom of my driveway and just stand there just to irritate me. I swear, sometimes I'm like, can you move on with your dog? Do you need to just stand there with it? Nothing to see. Move along. Move along. The Legend of Big Ears, Ruler of the Forest. No, but you know, I did see it and it's rubbish. And I actually think it's on Amazon. I'm going to show you it. I thought to myself, that can't be what it's about. But it was. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, you see this? Wait, you see this? Troll Hunter. I watched this nonsense. I watched that. And I was thinking, it must be just another name for something. No, it's trolls. It's trolls, not the ones that we get on YouTube. It's trolls with the big noses and all that. And you get different kinds of trolls. Like the BFG, you get different kinds of trolls. And these trolls stay in the forest. And to kill them, you zap them with light, like this, and they turn to stone. Or they just burst. This one says English subtitled, but I never watched one with subtitles. Troll Hunter. It's terrible. Terrible. And you've got to rub stinky stuff on yourself. So you have, in case you've got a troll problem. Maybe we should do that on YouTube. See if we could get some kind of troll, but for our trolls. Lisa Marie, yes, that's these kind of trolls. This is these, and they've all got weird names like Fuzzy Bonk. They've all got weird names like that. Yes, we should, and we'll take a flavouring. I think I need a bit of flavouring if I'm going to be with Bigfoot. I tell you, see, you get invested in a film, and there's a DOG out there again, right at the bottom of my driveway. You start watching a film and you're like 20 minutes into it, and you don't want that 20 minutes to count for nothing. So you continue to watch it. I was like, at the end of it, I laughed. I love, but they've got it like what was that witch one? The witch one that's the teenagers and they're in the forest and it's a camera going crazy. That's the kind of way they filmed this. And they've got things in it like Brad and Janet were never seen again. What the hell? Yeah, it's like the Blair Witches. Brad and Janet disappeared on the 5th of July. No one has heard or seen from them since. Today it is still a mystery. And I'm like, what the? With the trolls, you see. And oh, by the way, see the trolls? Are you, Sophie? Oh no, I hope you've not got it. I didn't see Elbow last night, but I caught up with Rosie this morning. And Rosie doesn't usually even mention his name, but she was mentioning his name um, this morning because she says her phone was blowing up with people saying, I've not watched it. Brad and Janet left to, they're away to do some Rocky Horror. um, so Rosie was on and she was saying that she's hardly even said his name and he's obsessed. Do you know what it is? He's jealous of her. He's jealous of her because she's got people that really like her, that she's got a beautiful home, that she goes to Vegas and stuff like that. She's got, lots of subscribers that all really enjoy her content. And what's he got? He's got begging is the only word for it. Oh yes, Rocky Horror. I love that movie. Yes, the Silent Rave. Oh, that Silent Rave is hilarious. The one that's in Facebook. I've probably posted it in my channel, and it's somebody and they're taking a video with their neighbours having a silent rave, and it's like three guys in a back garden. One guy's got a barbecue going. One guy's just dancing like the guys at Charlie Brown, and there's another guy. He's doing that dab thing. He's doing that mad dance thing. It's hilarious to watch. Comedy. I'm not sure. Let me think. What's a good movie? Step Brothers is a good movie. I love that movie with Will Farrell. See that Norm gives him thousands of pounds, doesn't he? And I don't know. I don't know. The Norm's health wise. I don't know if he's. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I feel bad for Norm. He's obviously Elbow's giving him attention. I don't know why he does it. I don't know why he gives Elvis all the money he does. I wouldn't be doing it. I know, but even if he is rich, imagine giving your money to him. He's the most disgusting, horrible human being. He's horrible to anybody that he comes in contact with. He's horrible to his subscribers. He's horrible to people that try and help him, like Rosie. He's just horrible. Even that girl that's channel he was on the other night, he was fed up with her because she kept him backstage for something like 45 seconds. He was backstage for 45 seconds. And he was, oh Virus, you don't want to know, a horrible person. I'm not giving out his channel on here because it's just someone not nice on YouTube that we sometimes we try not to watch. We try not to watch, but sometimes you get links and you see things, and he's just Virus. Don't even go near him because he's not a nice guy at all. And it's honestly, he brings you down. He sucks the life out of you. He makes you angry. He makes you physically angry just watching this. I've got to turn it off. 5 minutes and that's it. I'm done. I can't listen to his begging. Someone took I don't know if he took a picture or someone took a picture, right? But know how I told you that he poos in Walmart bags and all this kind of stuff, right? There was a picture of his van, and see outside his van, the amount of litter. Oh, thank you very much in beautiful Australia. The amount of litter outside his van was ridiculous. You know, see if I see MD even just throwing one bit of litter, it gets me. I'm like, pick that up. But this was like, I don't, it was like about 3 or 4 bins worth that he just tipped out the van. I mean, put it in a trash can. It gets on my nerves. He's horrible, so I don't want you watching Virus. The Three Stooges. See, I like Laurel and Hardy, but see, nowadays that's not politically correct. You know, Laurel and Hardy and stuff like that. But I still love it. I loved Laurel and Hardy. They always made me laugh so much. Yes, I was annoyed when I saw the letter. I was it just everything he does annoys me. There's nothing that he's ever done. I thought, oh, that's nice, ever. And you know, I usually try and find something good in everyone. This man's got nothing good. Yeah, Laurel and Hardy as well. Every time I watch them, I've got the biggest Yes, yes, Brookie Brook. That's what I'm watching. And see, after that, I'm watching more stuff because I'm absolutely convinced. Yes, Guy. See, in Laurel and Hardy things, there's this one episode. It's hilarious, and Laurel and Hardy say to their wives that they're going to the mountains or something like that, right? But instead of going to the mountains, they go away to this convention, right? With all their friends in a club, and they're having drinks and stuff like that. But little do they know that there's a camera on them, so the wives back home see them on the camera, right? So the wife said, Laurel's wife said, he'll tell me the truth, right? And Hardy's wife says, I bet she doesn't. She says, I bet she doesn't. So Laurel's wife, you see Laurel's wife taking him away, and Hardy tries to lie to his wife, and you hear his wife hitting him, but not really. You don't see his wife hitting him, but you hear like pots and pans getting chucked about, and you hear him going oh like that and everything, you know. And when you look in, he's sitting and he's got like a plate round his neck, and there's like cutlery and all that all over the place. That wouldn't be allowed these days. That wouldn't be allowed. No, I haven't. Yes, I know Little Britain. I know Little Britain as well. But Laurel and Hardy, I found that hilarious, you know. But you're not allowed to do that stuff anymore. But you can still find it. You can still find it on YouTube. And I laugh every time I see they two. Virus, I'm going to go anyway. So you get into your bed and just relax. Sky, Dr. Blueberry's orders. Take it easy today. I'll pick you up at the airport. We're away to get this Bigfoot. Remember the flavouring and lots of carbs. Right? Thank you all so much for coming in and spending time with me on this Monday. I love you all very much, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.